have a 12-year-old son now. He's got an iPhone, he's got an iPad.
Just to, if you're gonna get your kid into technology, you're gonna wanna make sure your kid is in the whole Apple ecosystem. It's just gonna be so seamless.
So your stories are so good. Please keep talking. I wanna hear.
And of course, he's doing the Spider-Man motion there as an homage to the Marvel Spider-Man character. Hello YouTube, my name is Myles Anderson. I'm a professional joke explainer, and today I'm explaining the jokes of Louis Gourmet, one of the best comedians working today. There he is. Very bald, very smooth. Look at all this, people are very excited to see this guy. Okay, and the title is "You're Making This Worse." Already very funny because obviously comedians make things better generally, so it's very sarcastic to say you're making things worse. Making this worse.
What's going on, motherfuckers?
Big swear word off the top, setting the tone. This is gonna be a crazy night.
Look at this. What a crowd. So I took an Uber to get here tonight. I took an Uber Black, which is like the high-end, expensive Uber. You know, I know you guys are all probably poor, but this is like, you know, they give you like a nicer car. It's got great ratings, you know. But when you get into an
Uber Black, so yeah, Uber Black, very high tier. There's Uber Platinum, and there's Uber Unobtainium. Which is, of course, the Ubers that you take on the planet of Pandora when you're trying to subjugate the blue people.
To an Uber Black, they ask you questions, you know, like they ask you your temperature preferences for the car, and then they ask you your conversation preferences, like, do you want to have a conversation with your Uber driver? Who the fuck wants to have a conversation with their Uber driver? What type of lunatic is like, yes, I want to talk to my Uber driver. I want to see what he thinks about things. What am I going to talk to my Uber driver about? Be like, so, how's Africa?
Okay, that's a good observation. A lot of Uber drivers are immigrants from other countries. They come to the United States because they see a lot of TikToks that show people succeeding in America, and so they come over and they end up driving Ubers for a long time.
If my Uber driver says anything to me, I one-star him immediately. I report him to Uber. If he looks at me in the rearview mirror, I was like, he was trying to molest my son. He was a pedophile. I'll make sure he never gets any other job for the rest of his life. Don't even fucking look at me if you're an Uber driver. I love eating pussy. It's my favorite thing in the world, guys.
Okay, change the subject.
Love it. Love it. Love it. I love it. Does he eat your pussy a lot, miss? He does. When's the last time that he ate your pussy?
Okay, so the pussy he's referring to here, of course, is the female genitalia, not cats.
What?
Okay, so he's gotten through his material now, and now we're on the crowd work portion of the show. So pretty great jokes for a special, but now it's time to sit back and enjoy the crowd interaction.
What'd you say? You said last week? Last week? Miss, if I was with you, I would eat your pussy every single day, just so you know. I would never stop eating your pussy. I love eating pussy so much that I'm afraid that I'm gonna get mouth cancer like Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas?
You guys remember how Michael Douglas got mouth cancer from eating Catherine Zeta-Jones' pussy a few years ago? That was a famous story that came out. You can get mouth cancer from eating pussy.
Okay, so it's very important for a comedian when they are mentioning celebrity names or news stories from 30, 40 years ago, they reiterate that this is a very famous story. So if you don't get this story, you don't understand those people, you then feel like a bit of a fool for not doing your pop culture research before attending the comedy show. So very proactive here, very good, very funny.
I'm terrified of that. That's all I can think about anytime I go down on a woman. I can't even get through the alphabet, right? I'll be like A, B, C, cancer, fuck, here we go. I can't concentrate. But here's the thing, even if I got mouth cancer from eating pussy, I wouldn't stop. That's how much I love it. I'd be like that woman in the commercial in the 90s who had throat cancer. But she was smoking a cigarette through the fucking hole in her neck. Do you guys remember that bitch? You remember that bitch? She's like, I'm monkey loves smoking cigarette. We had a...
Very good impression there. It is true that when you have throat cancer surgery, it can make you sound like a Mongolian throat singer. And that, a lot of people don't understand that that's how Mongolians learned how to sing like that, is because they ate so much pussy.
We had to watch that horror show at 3:30 in the afternoon after Animaniacs when we were children. They put it on during cartoons after school. I will never stop smoking cigarettes. That's gonna be me. They're gonna put me in a commercial for mouth cancer awareness. They're gonna remove my lower jaw and try to talk to me. I'm gonna be like, bah. They're gonna interview me about how much you love eating pussy. They're gonna be like, how much do you love eating pussy? I'll be like, oh, I love it. I can't love it. I hate it. It's a lot of dudes here tonight. It's a lot of dudes. That's mostly who listens to our podcast. We look at the analytics on YouTube and shit, and this is true. It's 98% men and 2% ugly women. That's the entire audience. If you are a chick that listens to my...
Okay, I think so. Luis Gomez, he has a podcast. I think it's called the Luis Gomez Experience.
To my podcast, you are not attractive. You just should know that. I'm gonna let you know. Something happened to you in your life. You shouldn't listen. But I like having men as the primary audience members because men are naturally better audience members than women. Men are just naturally a lot funnier than women. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that women can't be funny. I'm just saying you guys gotta try way harder than us, you know? Like, guys, we learn how to be funny in like middle school and in high school. It's a personality trait that we develop so we can get laid later on in life. Mm-hmm. Women don't need personality traits to get laid. You have vaginas. In fact, have you ever been fingering a woman and you feel that little bone in the back of her pussy? You know what I'm talking about? It's by her cervix. That little bone is kind of pointing at you. You know what that is? That's their funny bone. It's in their pussies. Women keep their funny bones in their pussies. Did you know that?
That's a great joke, because this is a comedian exaggerating. It's possible. I do listen to comedians for medical information, as you know, but I believe the medical term for that is the pussy bone.
You're like, oh my God, you're fucking hilarious. Wow. Holy shit. Oh my God, your stories are so good. Please keep talking. I want to hear.
And of course, he's doing the Spider-Man motion there as an homage to the Marvel Spider-Man character. That's how you spin a web like this, and it's also it also means that you're having sex with a woman as well, because Spider-Man had a lot of sex. Spiders lay a lot of eggs.
I want to hear more about your... Guys are hilarious. Like, this guy's hilarious. I guarantee it. This guy's... What's your name, dude? Angelo. Angelo, can I use you for an experiment? Guys, clap it up for Angelo. Give him some love right now. Come up here, Angelo.
Okay. So there is going to be some more medical research going on here. Very excited to see what Luis here injects into this gentleman.
What's up, man? Angelo, what do you do for a living?
I do condo watches.
You do what?
Condo watches.
Condo watches. Yeah. I feel like you just picked two random words and put them together. I don't know what the fuck that could possibly mean. You watch condos? Are you a peeping Tom? What the fuck are you?
No, you just make sure people's AC and shit doesn't go out.
Okay, just some fucking blue collar shit. Good for you, dude. All right, hell yeah, man. And you're not a comedian though, right?
Nope.
And have we ever met before?
Nope.
It's good to check. Because the population is infested with comedians right now. And if you accidentally bring one up on stage, that could be it for your show. The comedian then might take over your show. And if your comedian takes over your show, that means they can take over your whole career. That's just how it happens. Comedians absorb other comedians all the time. Very frightening.
We've never done this, obviously.
Nope.
All right, so Angelo does condo watches, not a comedian, never met me before. I'm gonna show you how hilarious guys are together. We just met, we've never even done this. Watch the dynamic between two dudes, watch. Wang-a-dang-a-dang-a-dang-a-dang. Give it a little wang, dude. Come on, get in there, give it a feel. No, feel it. Touch it, Angelo, stop being gay. There we go, look at that. Let me get yours now, Angelo, there we go, look at. Don't be shy, wang-a-dang-a-dang-a-dang-a-dang. Look at that. It's hilarious.
Very frightening, very frightening. It is a good thing. So when I think women don't understand, when a man says, "Can I do a little experiment on you?" that means he's going to touch your penis.
Look, I'm gonna rub his balls. There's his balls right there.
Yeah, so they're
I'm rubbing
experimenting.
his taint right now. He's rubbing my head. Oh, you're getting hard, you homo. Sit down. What's wrong with you? Come on, Angelo. Stop being gay.
The honor.
One more time for Angelo.
Angelo gets the honor.
Do you see how hilarious guys are? Women, not so much, right? Like, watch, miss, what's your name?
Uh-oh.
Get up here for a minute. I want to do an experiment with you.
Okay, so the joke here obviously is that if he were to do that to a woman, he would get in a lot of trouble. But you can touch a man's genitals if you're another man, and it's just how guys can horse around.
Like she's thinking about it. Look at her. He's into it. He wants you to come up here. Look at me. He's like, get up there, baby. I'm going to videotape it. Let's fuck it. I've been doing that joke for a year and a half. I've had to jerk off 200 men around this country. The amount of dicks that I've had to touch in this fucking country. I did it with a black guy one time. That was a mistake. You ever feel a black cock? It's fucking heavy, dude. It's like, wow, okay. It's like the first time you hold a handgun, you're like, holy shit, that is fucking powerful. Okay. Here, take that away. I don't want to hurt anybody. That's dangerous.
Okay, black people have big penises. That is a classic observation and joke. Everybody loves it. Of course, the counterpart is that Asian men have tiny penises. That's another classic joke as well. So glad that he's touching on those like he touches people's penises.
I just got out of a relationship not too long ago, and thank you.
Couple woos.
Couple guys want to suck my dick tonight. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I did. I got out of a relationship. We were very different. We broke up because we were very different. We were doomed from the beginning, you know? Like, she had real trust issues, and I'm a cheater, so it was never going to work out. Like water and oil, you know? I wasn't cheating. She would catch me doing shady shit, though. I gave her the password to my phone because I wasn't cheating. I was like, take the password. I don't give a shit. But women can figure their way out around your cell phone like nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Women understand the ins and outs and the nooks and crannies of a cell phone. So she would catch me doing shady shit. You know what a big fight was? She caught me commenting on another girl's Instagram story. That was a huge fight. And for me, that's a minor infraction, you know? Yeah, the girl was underage. And she was a teenager. And we call that a Dalia in the business, and
oh,
no, she was of age.
Throwing shade at Chris D'Elia, one of the best comedians working today, famously gotten a small amount of trouble for simply complimenting some girls who were a little bit underage. So comedians, sometimes they roast each other. It's all in good fun, though. Backstage, they are all touching each other's penises and laughing.
Of age, but it was like a hot photo. It was a sexy photo of this girl. She was in a bikini, her ass was hanging out. And what I wrote was pretty innocent, for me anyway, you know? All I wrote was, please take a shit in my mouth. Then I put the little poop emoji and the little tongue emoji, like that guy. Then I put my phone number and my home address and the dates my girl was gonna be out of town. She started freaking out, as they fucking do, you know? Then what do? We have to start gaslighting them, right? Like, why are you going through my phone? You're fucking crazy. Oh my God, why are you so nuts? Why are you a lunatic? You don't...
Okay, so the joke there obviously is that the things he said were a lot more severe and less casual than he implied at the beginning of the premise there. So a bit of a reversification joke there. Great stuff. Very funny.
You don't want to give your girl your password. Does she have the password to your phone, sir? Oh, sir, how do you live with that anxiety, right? Do you ever look through his phone? Never. Never. All right, well, I'm gonna teach you something, sir. I'm gonna teach all the guys something right now. Most women already know this fact, okay? Most guys don't know this. This is gonna blow your minds if you don't know this, okay? If you open up your text messages in your phone, check this out, right? And you go to the top left-hand corner, there's a little button that says edit. Do you know about this edit button? Do you know about this? Check this out. He's like, shut the fuck up, sir. What are you doing? If you hit this little edit button, a drop down comes down, and at the bottom of that drop down, it says show recently deleted text messages. Did you know that?
Uh-oh.
Did you know that? Look at some of the guys' faces. They're like, what the fuck? Do you know that you don't delete your text messages, that they go into another folder? Did you know that? I didn't know that. You know who knew that? My ex-girlfriend knew that, I'll tell you that much. I found out the hard way about the recently deleted folder. Steve Jobs, you relationship ruining cocksucking motherfucker, burn in hell.
Yes, this is true. The only way to be completely anonymous online is by using the incognito mode.
I'm gonna be alone forever because of Steve Jobs. Every time we would get into an argument, she would go and she would call her mom. She would go into the bedroom, she would cry to her mother, right? And I felt like she was mocking me because my mom is dead, you know what I'm saying? I can't call my mom. If I want to talk to my mom, I have to say her name 3 times in the mirror. I have to hold a seance. I have to pull out a Ouija board, be like, Mom, are you here? Is she being a bitch? Ooh, my mom thinks you're a bitch. That's crazy. Look at that. It's moving by itself. She hates you. She fucking hates your guts. My mom also would not have been good at giving advice. My mom was a lunatic. My mom was a drug addict. She was very violent, very abusive, physically abusive, emotionally abusive, you know? She was not sexually abusive, which would have been way better. I was always very jealous of my friends that were sexually abused, right? That's the life. I'm getting my ass beaten, they're getting their ass eaten. Don't tell me that's not a better way to get punished. Every time you get a bad grade in a test, your mom's like, come here, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Oh yeah, mama, ooh, I'm a bad boy. Ooh, teach me.
Okay, a little bit of incest humor there, a little bit of incest jokes. Pretty gross, but since the show Game of Thrones came out, I think we're all pretty desensitized to incest. So it does work here, and people are laughing. But of course, it's pretty gross. And that's the joke, is that you're like, ew.
Relax, she's dead. It's okay, guys. It's all right. What, do you think she's looking up at me right now from hell, being like, you're making this worse? I don't think so. I do think about heaven and hell a lot because both of my parents are dead, actually, right? So I do think, like, are they out there? Could it be possible? Because I'm not religious, you know? Anybody religious? Anybody believe in God? All of those people are poor. It's only poor people who believe in God, right? They're like, you know what? This was Jesus' plan. No, you're a fucking loser. Get a better job. Jesus did not want you to work at Walmart and live in a trailer park.
Excellent point. And, I believed in God just right up until just now. And I have now switched, and I'm laughing.
What do you think heaven's like? I do think about the afterlife all the time. What do you think heaven's like? I think heaven is like the nicest neighborhood in the world, like a beautiful neighborhood, right? Yes, everyone is white in heaven in my mind.
Lots of pussy in heaven, probably, eh?
And no, not only white people go to heaven. I see you back there, the one black guy in here. Not only white people go to heaven, it's just that if you get to heaven, they make you white. How cool would that be, sir? Sir, how great would that be? You get to the pearly gates, like, you're like, oh, fuck yeah, your credit score goes up 150 points. You meet your dad finally. How fun would that be? To meet your father, how nice would that be? They make you white, but they let you keep your black cock. It's heaven for everybody, you know?
Nice, and he's laughing, and it's important to show that the black man is laughing at this joke, because I mean, a lot of the time, people can be very sensitive, and they think, oh no, if I laugh, is this racist? If there's one black person laughing, then it is totally okay, and that will stand in court.
Women are ridiculous. Women like ridiculous shit. They love ridiculous shit. Women love water. Every woman in my life just has a 3-gallon Stanley cup that she drinks out of all day long with a metal straw, right? Water sucks. It's boring. It's like I'm drinking a book. Fuck water. I want something with bubbles, you know? They love sad movies. Every woman you know loves a sad movie. They're like, let's just watch a sad movie tonight and cry. You privileged fucking assholes. Both of my parents are dead. If I want to watch a sad movie, I just close my eyes and think. I don't need manufactured sadness. Some crazy shit, right? I will say they do have to deal with a lot of shit, though. Women have to deal with guys their entire lives being creepy to them. That's a real thing that women have to deal with, which sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, to this day, women still get trafficked. Like that movie Taken, that's a real thing that actually happens in this country every single day to women. Isn't that fucked up? You know? And you have to have a dad with a special set of skills to come and save you. You can't have a mom with a special set of skills, because she'll show up and we'll take both you bitches. Now you're both taken. But miss, if you go to the bar with your friends, right, and you have to go to the bathroom, you have to bring your drink to the bathroom with you and make sure no creepy guy puts something in your drink and takes you, right? It's a real worry of yours. If I go to the bar with my friends and I have to go to the bathroom, I leave my drink right on the center of the bar. I'm like, somebody better put something in my fucking drink right now. I'm going to the bathroom to do drugs. When I come back, there better be more drugs in my drink. I'm trying to get taken tonight. Let's fucking go.
Brief applause break for that one. Yeah, again, kind of a reverse joke. This is a classic premise that men and women are different that's been used for a very long time. Great joke there. Obviously, he wants to do more drugs. He's a wild and crazy guy. Women, much more frightening experience to go out to a nightclub. Excellent stuff, and the crowd loves it.
And that's true male privilege, right? Bro, you wake up tomorrow, your asshole's bleeding, you're in Romania. You're like, did I get fucking taken last night? Bro, I got taken again. This is fucking crazy. Now you're gonna fight your way out of a castle? That's just a great story for the podcast. That's all that is. I'm dating now. I'm doing my thing. I am dating.
Okay, good. Little laugh from himself, laughing at his joke there, letting the crowd know that was quite good.
I am dating. I like crazy women. That's my type. You know, I really like them crazy. Anybody with a crazy woman tonight? A little crazy? Is she crazy? What's the craziest thing she's ever done to you, sir?
Okay, more crowd work.
You're not gonna get in trouble. He's afraid. He's terrified. I like that. That's fucking crazy. She's violent. She gets a little violent. All right, it's all good, dude. I like that. I like them real crazy. I like bitches that accuse me of things falsely. That's my type. Like I walked around during the Me Too movement and be like, this is hot. This is a hot time to be a guy. I was with a cutter recently. I was with a girl who cuts herself. She had cuts on her arms and her legs and her stomach. And I asked her, I was like, why do you cut yourself? She's like, I cut myself to distract myself from the pain of the world. And that made my dick rock hard. I was like, yes, let's go. We only had sex one time. I remember I got her naked. She had all these scars all over her body. It was so hot. It was like we were having sex in a Tim Burton movie. Tool was playing in the background. I was like, this is fucking hot. This is dark. And then we had sex. We had the best sex I've ever had in my entire life.
Humble brag.
She was biting me, scratching me, spitting in my mouth, calling me gay. I was like, I'm gonna marry this lunatic. And this is true. The second I came, the second I busted a nut, I remember I was like, ew, what the fuck is wrong with you? Put your clothes on, you lunatic. As soon as you get that evil out of you, you see the world how it really is. It's like when it goes from black and white to color in The Wizard of Oz, you're like, what the fuck happened just now? There's midgets everywhere. You're like, there's no place like home. I gotta get out of here.
Wizard of Oz reference. The movie Wizard of Oz came out just about 120 years ago. But it's a big part of American history. And it's a very, very, very funny movie. And the joke here is about post-nut clarity. That's the medical term for when you bust a nut and you have a clear mind and you want to start inventing things.
That's why you gotta jerk off. You gotta get that evil out. You gotta jerk off. There's some guys that don't jerk off. There's a whole movement of men on the internet that never jerk off. It's called the no fat movement, right? They're holding onto their jizz for male virility, semen retention. They're trying to raise their testosterone by holding onto their jizz for as long as possible. Jerk off, you fucking lunatics. What is wrong with you? You're gonna hurt somebody. What are you waiting for? What do you think, you're gonna meet Joe Rogan one day? Be like, Joe, my balls are full of cum for you, Joe. Joe, I've been waiting for this moment to show you my heavy balls. They're full of jizz for you. This is 3 years in the making. Joe, my cum is forged into a kettlebell. Please, Joe, work out with my cum. You think Joe's doing kettlebell swings with your fucking cum, you lunatic? It's not gonna happen.
Funny image there.
I jerk off every...
Joe, a very funny image, Joe Rogan lifting another man's bucket of cum. Quite abstract and surreal.
Every day. Every day. First thing I do when I get up, as soon as I open my eyes, I jerk off, I get it out, right? If I don't jerk off first thing in the morning, by lunchtime, I will hurt women. It'll be a problem. You don't want to see them.
Post-nut clarity, I will just say again, is very, very important. Before every episode of Jokes Explained, I make sure I have jerked off thoroughly so that I am focused, clear-headed, and ready to explain these jokes for all of you.
Want to see me? I get very creepy. I turn into like a rapey werewolf. That's why I jerk off like I'm changing. I'm like, no, get away from me.
Good jerk-off act out there.
I jizz. I wake up, my pants are shredded, I'm chained to the radiator. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I'm jerking off to creepier shit as I get older too, you know? Because I'm from that generation. I'm 43 years old. I'm from the generation of people, we had pre-internet porn and post-internet porn. My generation, you'd have to like find a dirty magazine in the woods and pass it around to your friends. Watch the Scramble channel, try to like see a titty, you're fucking jerking off sideways. Then internet porn came out and it kind of sucked for a while. It was very slow. You'd be jerking off staring at your printer for 3 days like, come on, just fucking print, motherfucker. Then internet porn got great. They had everything. They came out with every type of porn. They had all those streaming sites, you know? We jerk off to creepy shit. What's your favorite porn category, sir? If they don't have an answer, it's children. Sir, just say something, please. Say anything. What'd you say? POV. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
My favorite porn genre is comedian destroys heckler.
Hell yeah, I like it. Very good. What about you, sir? What's your porn category? I go amateur. Amateur. Hell yeah, dude. We're getting creepier. I like it. I like it. What about you, dude?
Amateur milk.
Amateur milk. You add multiple tags. This guy, he was like, ready? He's hitting all the different tags. Very specific. I like it, dude. Amateur MILF. I need something even creepier. You know what I jerk off to now? It's got to be dark. There's got to be like a level of darkness to it. You know what I jerk off to now? I jerk off to dead porn stars.
Wow.
And there are a lot of them. I'll tell you right now, these bitches be dying. Porn stars have the worst life expectancy. Porn stars have the same life expectancy as French bulldogs. They're adorable, but you don't want to get a porn star. There's problems with their ears. They die very young, you know? They die young. It's the 3 Ps. It's porn stars, professional wrestlers, and Palestinian children. They all die.
Dark. Hey, but that's what the crowd is here for. The dark comedy of Louis Gourmet.
When a porn star dies, I go through her entire collection, okay? And I pay tribute to her life like an in memoriam at an award show. And I go in order. I find the first porn she ever made, I jerk off to that. The second porn she ever made, I jerk off to that. Then I go chronologically in order, every porn that I could find that she ever made until I get to the last porn that she ever made. And by the time I get to that last porn, 8 more porn stars have died. It fucking rules. It's a never-ending cycle of dead porn stars. And some of them are fucking gorgeous. Does anybody have a favorite dead porn star? Anybody? Just call it out. That's the right answer, sir. The answer is August Ames. She is the hottest, the top dead porn star out there was August Ames. August Ames was so hot, when she died, I jerked off so hard to her, it was like I was trying to bring her back from the dead. I drew a pentagram in salt on my bedroom floor.
So this is just, again, so this is the same premise we started with, that jerking off to dead porn stars is the premise. He likes to do this. And I believe so we're getting to the punchline here. It's a long setup, but again, he's really basking in the darkness of this premise. He's building tension, and he's getting to the main punchline here at the end very soon.
Or speaking in tongues like the mummy, I was like, Meluga la salabada, midula la medigara. My son is jerking off now, which is fucked up.
Okay, so the punchline is, so I like to jerk off to dead porn stars, and when I do, it's very demonic, and it's like and he has a big act out where he speaks like the devil as well. So again, this is just, he just sort of outlines a dark scene for the crowd, and the crowd loves it, and now he moves on to his son is going to be jerking off as well.
Fucked up. Yeah, it is. Baby James is not a baby anymore. He's 12 years old. He's jerking off now. I caught him jerking off. I did. He was on the couch in the living room. He had his pants down around his knees. I walked in. I didn't want to embarrass him, so I just ignored him. I walked into the kitchen. And then he tried to trick me. I heard him go, "Oh, weird. Why is my butt out?" You know why your butt's out, you fucking pervert. What do you want me to think? You're just rubbing your asshole on the couch? Why is my butt out? He jerks off everywhere. The living room, his bedroom, the bathroom. It's like a game of Clue in my house. Baby James shot his load in the throw pillow in the den. Baby James choked his chicken with his hand in the library. It's a game of Clue that turns into a game of Sorry real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Great joke, great reference to the game of Clue, a very popular board game. Also, a bit of a humble brag. Luis Gomez has multiple rooms at his house, something that is quite luxurious these days. So he is doing very well for himself. And the crowd appreciates his success, and they laugh at this as well.
He's also got a bigger dick than me now, too, which is fucked up. My 12-year-old son, I saw him get out of the shower the other day. I was like, fuck. He can't have that over me, you know? And I can't let him know it. Now I get out of the shower. I'm like, no, get out. What are you doing? Stop it. Give me my privacy.
So the son having a bigger dick than the father was a very funny episode of Family Guy. So the crowd recognizes this. They're thinking about the episode of Family Guy, and they're laughing.
Yeah, he's got his mother's cock. It's pretty brutal. His stepfather's black. Maybe he has his stepfather's cock. Maybe that's what's going on. He's got a black stepdad. It bothered me at first. When they first got together, it did bother me because I was insecure. But he's a great guy. Like, we became friends. And he's a good dude. He taught my son how to play baseball, which is incredible because I'm not good at sports, you know? Yeah, black guy teaches your son how to play baseball. Some would call him a real Jackie robbing son.
Oh.
There we go. It's pretty good. We're doing good.
So that was a very groan-worthy wordplay pun joke there about Jackie Robinson, famous first black baseball player in the integrated league. And then he says Jackie robbing son because he stole Luis Gomez's son. Just an innocent little fun joke there on top of the incest jerk-off demon porn.
Doing good, folks. It is difficult being a parent, right? Clap your hands if you have children. A lot of you guys, good for you guys.
A lot
you
of
guys
wealthy
got kids?
people in the crowd.
How old are your kids? 11 and 9. Good for you guys. What do you think is the hardest part about being a mom? What do you say? Doing everything. This guy's a drug addict, so for you. It is hard being a mom, right? You know what I think the hardest part about being a mom is? Destroys your pussy. It destroys, miss, it destroys your pussy. It does, it destroys your pussy, it really does. All the moms, clap your giant pussy lips together right now. Come on, all the moms. You hear that? That's why they don't have fans.
So this, he is still, when he says, he's still talking about the female genitalia at this point. When he says pregnancy destroys your pussy, it's not. He doesn't mean that when a woman gives birth, the baby might land on the cat, therefore destroying the pussy. That's not what he means.
Fans in this place, your pussy would be like. This is true. My son's mother has one child. He is 12 years old. To this day, anytime she laughs too hard, she pisses her pants a little bit. And that's why we're not together anymore. I'm too funny. I'm hilarious. She smells like a bus station. I'm not gonna be with that bitch. Sorry. Sorry. It's hard being a dad too, right? It really is. And by the way, women, look, you guys deserve all the credit in the world. You carry the baby, you give birth. It's the most incredible experience ever, right? By the way, they say that's the second most painful experience in the world is giving birth. You know what the first most painful experience is? Listening to them bitch about it.
Oh, shit.
No, being burnt alive is the first most painful experience. And if I got a girl pregnant right now, I would light her on fucking fire. I swear to God I would. Being a dad is crazy though, right? They just give you that baby, they just hand you a baby. You're in that hospital, it's the craziest moment of your life, and then they just hand you a life that you have to protect for the rest of your life. They don't ask you any questions, there's no psychological evaluation, there's no questionnaire. What if you hate babies? What if you get outside and just football spike the baby into the ground, right? Blue 47, this baby's in heaven, hunt! Give me another baby, come on.
So the setup for that joke is, what if you hated babies? And the punchline is imagining somebody football spiking babies into the ground. Again, very dark humor, but very funny when you imagine what that would look like.
They don't ask you shit. I never held a baby in my entire life. They just handed me this little baby. I remember when I was younger, I heard that a baby's neck muscles aren't strong enough to support its own head. So in my mind, if I didn't hold my son the right way, his head was gonna fall off his body and roll onto the floor. I'd be holding a baby's torso like Mortal Kombat. Babality. There's blood squirting out of his fucking neck. They have soft spots on their heads too. That's a real scary thing when you have a newborn baby with soft spots on their head. Maybe this is the comedian in me, but every time I see a mother with a newborn baby, I just want to go over to it and just shove my fingers into its skull like a bowling ball. Just. She's like, what the fuck? You're like, you dumb bitch. You roll it away from her.
Dark. Dark image there.
Thank you.
Nope. So the series of dark, disturbing scenes. It's similar to a Tim Burton movie like he mentioned before, similar to the book Ripley's Believe It or Not, where you'd look at weird, creepy photos of people that are way too short or way too tall.
Nobody else is doing dead baby jokes anymore. It's just this guy. As soon as your baby's old enough to walk, his head is hardened, you're like, all right, my baby's gonna probably not impale its head on anything, right? Wrong. As soon as your baby's old enough to walk, it's a toddler, your baby is the exact height of every coffee table in your house. And coffee tables are very dangerous for babies that are learning how to walk, right? That's just 4 sharp corners waiting for your baby to smash their head into the corner of it. That's the #1 most reported injury in emergency rooms for babies, is them hitting their heads on the corners of coffee tables. This happens so much that they actually invented little foam pieces that you buy for your coffee tables. Every parent buys them when their kid's learning how to walk for all their coffee tables and countertops. And they invented them in 1991. I looked it up. That means for thousands of years, babies were just tripping and fucking spiking their heads on coffee tables. You'd have to walk into the hospital with a baby hanging off the end of your table, be like, I need a doctor or a carpenter or somebody to get this baby off my fucking table.
You did, yeah, great historical joke there from Luis Gomez, also allowing the crowd to know that the first coffee tables were invented thousands of years ago. You know, for the Egyptians, when they'd have coffee parties, or the ancient Greeks, you know, everybody had a coffee table, and of course they'd have coffee table books, a little issue of Architectural Digest right on there from 1800 BC.
Then one day in 1991, some inventor lost his fourth baby to a coffee table. One coffee table, 4 babies hanging off all 4 corners. He's like, there's gotta be a better way. There's gotta be a better way. The hardest part about being a parent is the fear that something bad could happen to your child. That is the truth. Nobody ever tells you how much you're gonna love this kid and how afraid you're gonna be that something bad could happen. Anytime they get sick, anytime they fall down, it's terrifying, right? And I'm all about like donating to charities. I donate to St. Jude's. Every year for my birthday, I always post on social media for people to donate to St. Jude's. You guys should, it's a great charity. I don't donate to Make-A-Wish. That's a fucked up charity. If you guys do you know what Make-A-Wish is? They have it down here, right? They got a little sick kid in the hospital who's dying of like leukemia or cancer, right? And then they bring in an athlete or a celebrity. They're like, hey, little sick kid, we granted your wish. You get to hang out with John Cena for the entire day. And the little sick kid's like, oh my God, you totally misunderstood my wish. I wish to live, but this is pretty cool too, I guess. This was my 7th wish.
Of course.
John Cena's a professional.
The setup, Make-A-Wish kids. So Make-A-Wish kids, very famous for thousands of years. There have been Make-A-Wish kids, and kids get to do one wish because they have a terminal illness, and then usually John Cena will show up in a costume for them. But Luis Gomez, of course, makes the clever observation, those kids probably wish they wouldn't die. Excellent joke.
Professional wrestler, a movie star, he's jacked, he's got $1 billion. It's every kid's fantasy. It's almost like they're fucking with this kid. It's like they're saying, look, kid, this is what life could have been if you just had more time, you know? It's fucked up. They gotta change it. You know what they should do? They should bring in like a homeless guy with syphilis. He's just dragging a dead dog behind him. He's like, hey man, let me get that heroin you promised me. Like, look kid, life fucking sucks, you know? It's not all sunshine and rainbows out there. The kid's like, you know what, I'm ready to go. Just unplugs the machine himself. Beep. My favorite TV show on television right now is Love on the Spectrum.
Oh.
It's the best.
Okay, so this is great transition here, but also a lot of the best comedians will set up a joke by saying, I love this particular TV show. And then they will go on to describe what happens in this television show. I've discussed this before on the channel. Comedians, when they're not doing comedy, they're at home watching TV. So it's a great place to mine for premises. And a lot of other people watch TV as well, so it's something we can all bond over. Excited for this one. Love on the Spectrum is a television show about autistic people who are on the spectrum, if you will. And they find love, and it's very touching.
It's the best. We all love the show, and we all started watching Love on the Spectrum for the exact same reason, which was to make fun of retarded people. That was the whole reason anybody put it on at all.
No.
Like, this is gonna be great. We get to make fun of retarded people. But we all had the same reaction by the end of the first episode, right? We're like, they're fucking beautiful people. They are. They're so sweet, and I'm not gonna make fun of them.
The word retarded comes from the Italian word ritardando, which means to slow down.
Make fun of them at all. I think it's a great show, and they deserve love as well. And I'm not gonna make fun of them, but the show is kind of weird, right? Because they call it Love on the Spectrum, but they don't show the full spectrum of love. Because love is a spectrum. Because it starts off as they're dating on the spectrum, then they fall in love on the spectrum, then they move in together on the spectrum, then she accidentally gets pregnant on the spectrum, then they start fighting a lot on the spectrum, then he moves out temporarily on the spectrum, then a black guy moves in on the spectrum, then you're performing a comedy special in Tampa on the spectrum, and here you are.
Oh, and it's him.
That's it.
So the joke's about Lewis at the end there. Very good. Big applause break.
Like everyone else, I'm addicted to my phone. I go on my phone all the time. I'm doom scrolling on all the social media sites. I go onto Reddit a lot. I do. Anybody else on Reddit in here? You are? You are? Are you user/Baby James is gay, you piece of shit? I will fuck you up, sir. User/Baby James is gay is out there watching this right now and being like, oh, you fucking called me out. My favorite subreddit is reddit.com/r/short, which is specifically a subreddit for men that are 5'7" and under to discuss their short guy problems. And it is adorable. It really is. And once a week, there's a new guy that posts on the subreddit, and every new guy has the same first post. And that first post is, hey, has anybody else figured out a way to make themselves taller? Oh, it's pathetic. Oh. What's too short for a guy? What do you say, miss? What's the shortest guy you could ever be with? 5'6", you said? I wasn't even talking to you, but this bitch really wanted me to know. I pointed right at the girl in the front row. 5'6", by the way, is insane. That's actually the craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. 5'6"? 5'6". If I was 5'6", I would kill myself tonight. I really mean that. I would kill myself tonight. I would go home and I would jump off my ottoman to my death. I'd fucking...
Okay, so that's a joke about an ottoman, obviously not very tall off the ground, but for a short man, it would be a lethal distance. Very hyperbolic here. Luis Gomez, saying he'd kill himself if he was under 5'6" or 5'6". Very funny to kind of be over the top on, how upset you would be if you were that short. There's lots of solutions for short men. You can get really tall boots. You can get a really big sword. Or of course, you can just be very, very wealthy and pay people who are shorter than you to hang out with you. Or you can become a Scientologist, and when you're very high rank in Scientology, it doesn't matter how short you are, you have the legal right to kill people, and they will help cover it up.
I'd hang myself from the doorknob in my bathroom, fucking.
More short jokes here.
I'd be like a toddler. I'd run headfirst into a coffee table and just fucking...
Good callback.
Headbutt a coffee table.
Call back to the toddlers impaling themselves.
What do
there.
you say, miss? I'm 5'7", so probably 5'9". 5'9". This bitch is a height Nazi. Holy shit. You should have said, he must be 5'9".
9.
This tall. You are tall.
9 is German for no. It's also German
So
for nine.
I went skiing a couple years ago for the first time. I know this is Florida, so you guys don't have snow or hills or anything, but has anybody been skiing before? A couple people? It's all white people. All white people ski. Black people don't ski. Black people don't ski. Latinos don't ski. If you ever hear about a black person or a Latino hitting the slopes, they're beating up Asian people in a deli. Somebody get help for that poor Asian family. That's what I say.
More clever wordplay humor there.
If you've never been skiing before, they make it easy. They color code the slopes to let you know how difficult the slope is. So the easy slopes are colored green. Those are the green slopes. The intermediate slopes are blue. Those are the blue slopes. The advanced slopes are the black slopes. And the very top of the mountain is called the black diamond, the hardest slope on the mountain, or a double black diamond sometimes. So all morning, I'm crushing it. I took a skiing lesson. I'm doing green hills all morning. I'm like, I'm a fucking pro. I love this, right? So after a couple hours, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go up to one of the blue slopes. So I got onto the ski lift by myself, but I fucked up and I got on the wrong ski lift. I got onto the one ski lift that was bringing me to the very top of the mountain, the double black diamond, and once you're on it, you can't get off. Now, if you're on a ski lift to go up to the blue slope or the green slope, what happens is you're sitting down. When you get to the top of the slope, your skis hit the snow. You just stand up and go, wee, I'm skiing. When you go to the top of the double black diamond, you come up and over the fucking mountain. There's birds and clouds below your feet. You're supposed to jump off the ski lift into a fucking Mountain Dew commercial, apparently. So I didn't do that. I just stayed on the ski lift. I was like, fuck that. Ski lift operator stops it. He's like, you gotta get down. I was like, I'm not getting down. That's fucking crazy. It's like, you gotta get down right now. All the people behind me are now stopped on a ski lift, and that is like skiing blue balls. These are advanced skiers. They're adrenaline junkies. They're trying to go down this mountain, and they're getting very frustrated, but they're rich white people. So everyone's just making this sound. They're going,
Classic white.
that passive-aggressive, rich white person sound, right?
Potter.
Like they just took a sip of a Diet Sprite. So the ski lift operator moves my ski lift up maybe 15 more feet so I could jump down right next to his booth. It's not as big of a jump. There's 3 guys that are directly behind me. He also makes them move into this area. So now they don't get to make their big crazy jump, so they're pissed. And when I say pissed, I mean really pissed. They're looking at me going, So I'm staring down this mountain. These guys are staring me down. I feel their energy. One of the guys actually starts talking shit to me. He goes, yo, bro, you can't do that. You're supposed to jump off the ski lift and shred the gnar. I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. He goes, yeah, obviously. And then they all laughed in my face.
Uh-oh.
And I felt like I was a little kid being bullied again. But then I remembered that I was a Puerto Rican. I forgot for some reason. I don't know what it was. And we don't take that shit. So I went big. I was like, who the fuck are you pussies laughing at? How about I'll fuck all 3 of you up right now, you little bitches?
Oh.
Then this guy said some crazy shit. He goes, yeah, bro? He goes, ski on or get peed on. He threatened to fucking pee on me.
Uh-oh.
But here's the thing. I had some inside information that he did not have.
That's a very dangerous threat on the mountain. If you're up there and someone pees on you, the pee will freeze and you'll be stuck to the mountain for eternity. A lot of people die on Everest because they get peed on and they get frozen right to the rocks. Very dangerous stuff.
Which was that I had already peed on myself when I got to the top of the mountain. I'm not afraid of a little more pee. So I went even bigger. I was like, piss on me, motherfucker. What's up? I love piss. I said I love piss to another grown man.
Very funny interaction.
Then I stepped toward them and I slipped and I fell. Then they pointed and laughed again and they left. They shot down the mountain and started skiing. Now, I couldn't ski down the mountain. I didn't have the ability to do that. So what I had to do was I had to take off my skis, put them over my shoulder, and sideways shuffle down the mountain for a full hour and a half. While these guys would mock me the entire way. They would ride the ski lift back up. They were like, pussy, pussy. Then they'd shoot past me at 100 miles an hour. Pussy, pussy, pussy. What is the hooker situation like?
Okay, so that was a speed joke. Okay, so let's analyze that. There's a long story about going skiing on the mountain. Luis Gomez was, he's not a capable skier, a little overconfident, got off at the wrong ski stop, got bullied by a group of aggressive whites, and then was then subsequently bullied, and they yelled at him at different speeds, right? It's funny because they were going up slowly and calling him a pussy, and then the punchline is that they called him a pussy at high speed. So the humor in that story comes from the fact that they were going slow and then they were going fast. Very Charlie Chaplin silent film comedy there. Great stuff.
Like here in Tampa. Pretty good? Clap your hands if you've ever been with a prostitute. This table, these fucking freaks. Thank you for your honesty, gentlemen. I'm not ashamed to say it. I go on the road a lot. You get lonely once in a while. I've been with some hookers in my day. But here's the thing. Even if I'm with a prostitute, I make love to her. I get very romantic. It's like fuckboy energy. Like I want to make it feel good for her, you know? I'll kiss her. I'll kiss her right in the mouth. They act like you can't kiss them. That's not true. It's just that nobody tries. They want to be kissed. I went down on a hooker one time. You ever do that? It's like touching your tongue to a 9-volt battery. It stings. You're like, ooh. Okay.
Okay, good callback. So he opens the special with eating pussy, and he's eating pussy again towards the end. So it's sort of calling back to him eating pussy off the top there. So great callback.
That is pungent. I get very romantic. I turn into Richard Gere in the movie Pretty Woman. And I think of her as being Julia Roberts, like I'm trying to save her from this life, you know?
The movie Pretty Woman came out 50 years ago. Very well-known American movie about a wealthy man saving a prostitute from being a sex whore.
The last time I was with a prostitute, it ended with me caressing her face, telling her she was beautiful, and that I wanted to be with her forever. I was like, shh. You're so beautiful. We're gonna be together forever. Shh. She's like, you go. You already come. You go right now. I was like, shh.
Great accent there.
Stop these games.
I believe he was doing that was a quick little Australian accent.
I'll tell you an actual true story. This is actually true. The last time I was really with a prostitute was 3 years ago. I was in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I had a suite at the Circa downtown Vegas, and I wanted to get a high-end hooker. I was like, dude, I want to make this like a real Vegas experience. So I go onto a website, eros.com, and I order a hooker to my hotel room. She shows up, and she is gorgeous. The most beautiful woman I've ever laid my eyes on shows up to my room. So I asked her, I was like, how much does it cost? She goes, $800. I was like, whew, it's a lot of money. But I didn't jerk off this morning. I'm ready to make some bad decisions. So I sent her
Call back to the beginning, why you have to jerk off all the time. We make bad decisions if you don't do that. So good, he's doing a lot of callbacks here. A master craftsman.
Sent her $800 on Zelle right away. So she's like, what do you want to do? I was like, I want to have sex. She goes, that'll be another $2,000. I was like, what? I just give you $800. She's like, yeah, that was to get me to come here. Now you have to pay me more money to perform sexual services. I was like, that's crazy. I didn't sign up for that. Give me back my $800. She's like, no. I'm like, okay. You're going to give me back my $800. She's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, all right, if you don't give me back my $800, you're not leaving. Then I put my hand on the hotel room door. Then she goes, sir, this is kidnapping. Then I go, oh yeah, and I let her leave with my $800. Let her leave. And you know what I should have done? I thought about this. You know what I should have done? I should have killed her. I should have pulled the gun out of my pants and cracked her across her fucking hooker head, then shot her between her fucking eyes. That's what I should have done. I just let that bitch walk out with my $800 like a fucking pussy.
Okay, so again, sort of the hyperbolic situation, right? You can do that with a lot of things. You know, it's just like, hey, a guy cut me off in traffic, and I just said, damn you, and I just moved into the traveling lane and continue with my day. But of course, if you turn that into a joke, you can say, hey, a guy cut me off in traffic, so I pit maneuvered him, and I killed his whole family in front of him, and when he begged for mercy, I blinded him with a screwdriver. You know, now you're adding humor to the story, and you're adding, you know, because it's so extreme, the crowd is going to laugh at that. So you can see the formula, but it's always very good.
Oh my God, I've thought about this every day since then. You ever get bullied in middle school, just replay it over and over again in your head? This is me every morning. I'm like, oh, this fucking bitch. Sometimes you see a documentary and some young girl's like murdered and left in the desert. You're like, what happened to that poor young girl? It's like, no, she ripped off a Puerto Rican and she got what was coming to her. He got retribution. Don't worry, guys, I did not kill this hooker. You know what I actually did? I left her a 1-star review on the website that I ordered her from, like a little bitch. I left her a 1-star review. I grew up in the 90s. The only way to leave a hooker a 1-star review in the 90s was to burn it into her with a wire hanger.
Dark.
It's how they came up with the name Yelp.
Hey.
Thank you.
There's a big joke there, right? The website Yelp was very popular many years ago, and he makes a perfect joke that you think, oh, dark. He used to burn a star into the hooker with a wire hanger. Whoa, frightening. That's how it got the name Yelp, because of course they'd yelp when you do that. That's just excellent writing, and a joke you can reminisce about with the whole family.
So, I've been podcasting for a very long time. Long time.
Humble brag.
16 years I've been podcasting for. We were podcasting before there was a cancel culture.
Uh-oh.
When we started podcasting, nobody was getting in trouble for saying shit on the internet. So those early episodes of the podcast, we would say crazy shit. Nobody was listening, and nobody was getting in trouble. Had we known that once you put something on the internet, it lasts on the internet forever, we never would have said half the shit we said. There's whole episodes of the podcast that would have never happened had we known the way it works, right? But here's the thing, it's fine. We have a great audience. I love my career. This is genuinely the best job in the entire world. But here's the problem. I have a 12-year-old son now. He's got an iPhone. He's got an iPad. He has access to the internet. As he's getting older, I'm getting very nervous about a lot of the shit that I've said and done on podcasts.
Just to, if you're going to get your kid into technology, you're going to want to make sure your kid is in the whole Apple ecosystem. It's just going to be so seamless when they're watching porn across all those different screens. It's just so much easier and more convenient for them. So kind of always make sure you do that. Thank you so much, Apple, for sponsoring this video.
Because every parent knows this. You just want your kids to be proud of you. That's that. And my son, he loves what I do. He loves comedy, huge comedy fan. He's very proud that his father is a comedian, but he doesn't know a lot of the shit that I've done. And my son is being raised in 2025. And in 2025, these kids are gay. I'll tell you right now. Have you heard these kids? They're getting gayer and gayer every year. Every year a new gayer kid comes out. I was raised at a different time. I was raised in the 90s. I was born in 1982. If you were born before 1990, we are the last generation of people that you cannot offend. Not offending us.
Wow.
That's that. We got real problems. You're not offending me with jokes. You could drag my grandma on the stage right now and punch her right in the face, and I'd be like, that is fucking hilarious. Fuck that bitch. I was raised in the 90s, right? I'd be like, suck it, grandma, what's up? Get out of here, old bag.
It's a reference to the Was Up Budweiser commercials from the 1990s, where all the guys said "Was Up" to each other, and it became a real cultural phenomenon. Resulted in 11% more beer sales for Budweiser, and kept America's spirits high before 9/11.
But my son's not being raised in the 90s. He's being raised in 2025. So I will tell you guys a true story about the one thing that I am most nervous that my son is going to find that I have done on a podcast. 13 years ago, I was on a podcast called Robert Kelly's You Know What Dude podcast.
Oh. Popular.
And Bobby's directing this special right now, so I think it's fitting that this is my closing story is about him. This is a true story.
And
so
joke.
we were doing the first ever live podcast in New York City. Okay, it was in front of an audience. People weren't doing live podcasts before this. Like there was no Kill Tony or Legion of Skanks or Story Wars. Podcast in front of an audience was a new concept. So we were very ahead of our time. We were at the Village Underground in New York City, 300 people, sold out show. Bobby had a star-studded panel. It was Robert Kelly hosting the show. It was me. It was Dan Soder, who's a genius. It was Jim Norton, who's a radio legend. And it was transgender porn star Bailey J. That was the entire panel. There you go, sir.
Great show.
So we wanted to make it a big, crazy event, a big, crazy night. And Bobby had this idea. He wanted to, at the end of the podcast, to close it out, he wanted to host a fake blowjob competition between transgender porn star Bailey J and me, the Puerto Rican rattlesnake. The idea was we're gonna take a rubber dildo, put it in Bobby Kelly's pants. Me and this transgender porn star, we're gonna take turns getting on our knees and sucking him off while the audience judged us. And you know what the prize was? Laughter. There was no prize. It was the love of the game, the joy of laughter. And they made me buy the dildo, which is fucked up.
Premise.
That's like making a man buy the shovel to dig his own grave. And I fucked up because I could have bought a big black dildo hanging out of little fat Bobby's pants. That would have been hilarious. I could have bought a rabbit with a rotating electrical head. That would have been funny, hanging out of his pants. I didn't do that. I bought the most realistic looking fucking dildo on the planet. I had no foresight. In my mind, I was like, dude, it's gotta look real or it's not gonna be funny. I finally found one. It was 5 1/4 inches. It was small for some reason. It had bumps on one of the edges. I was like, that is Bobby Kelly's dick right there.
5 1/4 is not that small.
And I'm very competitive. The whole week leading up to the podcast, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fucking win this blowjob competition by any means necessary. I was practicing every day in the mirror. I was like,
This is a funny concept because you'll have these straight comedians blowing this dildo, and in doing so, you're going to imagine them being gay, and imagining straight people being gay is as a golden premise.
like, I'm gonna win, dude. The night of the show, the crowd was super pumped. I remember I asked to go first. I said, let me go first. I wanna make it difficult for this transgender porn star to follow me. Watch this shit. So I got down on my knees. The crowd's losing their mind. They're chanting my name. Camera's right in my face. I remember I winked at the camera, which is the gayest part of this entire story. I was like, I spit on the tip of the dildo. Pooh. I reach my hand in between Robert Kelly's legs. I grab him by one ass cheek. I pull him into my mouth. The crowd goes wild. And I feed off the crowd's energy. So the more they're getting into it, the more I'm getting into it. I'm like, They start stomping their feet and clapping their hands. I start gagging and crying. I'm like, I'm biting it, spitting on it, making eye contact with him. I'm giving him the hottest Latino blowjob that anybody has ever received. I'm sucking his dick the way you want your dick sucked. It's supposed to be 30 seconds. I said, fuck that. I'm gonna keep sucking this dick. 35 seconds go by, 45 seconds
golden
go
age of
by. They
podcasting.
start ringing the bell like it's a professional wrestling match. Ding, 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 ding. 3 referees come out, they pull me off of him. I'm like, all right. I grab the microphone, I go to transgender porn star Bailey J. I'm like, follow that, bitch. Spike the microphone at the ground, standing ovation from the crowd. It is the greatest moment of my life. To this day.
Round of applause for that, from the thing that happened in the past there. Double dipping.
Transgender porn star Bailey J comes over, she grabs the microphone off the floor. She goes, yeah, I forfeit. You win, faggot. And sits down and takes her seat. There was no blowjob competition that night. I just sucked off Bobby Kelly at the end of a podcast for no reason at all. But here's the truth. It was the funniest way for the podcast to end. And at the time, I didn't care at all because that's all we want to do is make you people laugh. That's the #1 goal for a comedian. So at that time, I was like, what a great night.
And money.
The podcast. But here's the problem. 13 years have passed and video editing has become very easy. You could do it right on your cell phone. Anybody. You could screen record, crop, zoom, add effects. You could do whatever you want to it. So internet trolls have now edited out 45 seconds of what looks to be me sucking a very real cock. There's no context. There's no blowjob competition. There's no podcast. It's just me winking at a camera and swallowing a dick for 45 seconds while Jim Norton and a tranny cheer me on. Now, I have a 12-year-old son who has an iPhone, he's got an iPad, he has access to the internet. He is going to find this. In fact, he's best friends with Robert Kelly's son. They're gonna probably find it together and get some ideas. I almost feel like I gotta get ahead of it. I gotta sit him down and be like, James, sit down, I have to show you something. But he's being raised in 2025, so he's gonna be like, oh my God, Dad, I'm so proud, yay!
Classic.
You guys are the shit. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. I love you guys.
And that's the closer. Is that it's okay? His son would be like, it's fine that you're gay, Dad. Because kids are super gay now. Excellent closer there. Excellent story of a past podcast experience. Louis Gourmet hosts a podcast that is very popular with people who like to tailgate people on the road and have a big, good laugh about cocks. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This was an excellent stand-up comedy special. If you enjoyed this breakdown of this special, please check out our other videos on this channel. Thanks again for watching. We'll be back with more Jokes Explained very soon. See you next time.